But within alert level 3, which Waiheke is obviously part of, people can move around within alert level 3 so long as they abide by the expectations, which is social distancing, staying within their bubble, not having a gathering of more than 10 people. That's pretty basic stuff.
And the crowds are cheering from the windows. Yippee! Woohoo! It's going back and forward, it's going back again. Woo! Yippee! There's action here, there's action. Woo! Oh crud.
And I don't, they're still playing together.
The students are still playing together, kids on the street.
Kids still playing together.
We're social distancing. So it's the first time I've been out of our house for 5 days. I love that you guys made masks. It's awesome. But when you went to the supermarket, everyone was wearing a mask. Nice.
Makes me feel more comfortable. Remember to stay in our bubbles, okay?
Do you think this is different from the last lockdown? Do you think people have become complacent?
I think so. I think people, and rightly enough, have had enough.
Yeah.
But, if we don't do it properly.
I went to Countdown and I was surprised at how few people were wearing masks.
Sorry, my kids are screaming. When they were at Western Springs, almost no one was wearing a mask and people were playing in the playground.
Well, probably I had high expectations because I thought everyone should be wearing a mask at the supermarket. But there were still people not wearing, not even face covering.
Yeah. I don't want to be Melbourne.
Well, true. That's why we should, I don't, people were out and about and at the beach and on playgrounds.
Yeah, well, it was confusing to me and had to reread the level 3 lockdown rules just to check because I was like, oh, are things open? Baby fish, trials and tribulations in lockdown. I get anxious when people come really close to me in the supermarket. Okay, the tricky bit is trying to pack at the same time as load up there and then load into there. We're 1 week into lockdown level 3 and we've just had our big all-staff meeting. During that meeting I learned 90% of the people with COVID in New Zealand right now are our Pacific and Maori community. So that's pretty awful and my heart goes out to them. Open day that we were meant to be having at the end of the month has been cancelled. I had family members who were going to be coming up to check it out and I was hopeful. It's COVID and it's pouring in Auckland, it's pouring and it feels like that's a the appropriate thing for the weather to do. Our children need to be exercised, and they are being hard work at the moment, and I've got some things I need to achieve in my virtual office this afternoon. Hugh's a bit scared to go out into the world in case we catch the virus, so we're going to go for a ride in the car instead. This is what Falcon can achieve in less than 10 minutes while I'm on a Zoom meeting.
Play soccer. Come on, play soccer with me.
We don't need to warm it up, it's just come out of the oven, it needs to cool down.
And scarf. Scarf. That's a very cool one. Give, Mommy.
What are people seeing overseas about the situation in New Zealand? Auckland is in level 3 lockdown and the rest of the country is in level 2. I'm based in Auckland. There's been this undercurrent of racism and discrimination. Here's what I can see. This one here is the one that it bothers me, these comments. It could just as easily be my family that are going through this. Just as easily be anyone's family that are going through this. Our Pacific leaders are warning against discrimination. Nationally, we need everyone standing up together against this issue. I couldn't agree more. This is not a South Auckland issue. There's this undercurrent of more discrimination around the mask wearing. At the same time, we've got the person who terrorized us last year. That man is being sentenced at the moment.
This person's racism was so extreme that he has deeply impacted the lives of many, many people.
There's this beautiful living wall. You click on a flower and it has a message.
The queues for testing are quite long in some places. There is a requirement to wear masks on the public transport services, though I noticed a few bus drivers were not wearing masks today. It's getting really annoying because we just went to get groceries and you've got to sanitize the shopping trolley. You're not allowed to take your shopping bags in. They don't provide shopping bags either. So you've got to fill up your trolley and then unpack it at the checkout. They scan it, they won't, and then you've got to just grab it, pack it into your trolley, and then I had to bring it outside and pack it outside in the rain, and it's pouring rain. So it just feels a little bit ridiculous. And now there's a power outage, and for all of our suburb and the surrounding suburbs, We've got no power during lockdown and my kids are going crazy.
We came here because the power ran out at home.
It's been pouring with rain the whole time we've been in level 3 lockdown. It is winter here, it's cold. Our power bill will be through the roof.